Well, once again, warm welcome back, Flight Sim and other stuff, and this quick video is going to take you through setting up StreamDeck, Access NOs, and for this sample I'm going to use the fly-by-wire A320, and I'm going to show you how to set it up from scratch right the way through, dead simple, step by step, and then you can use this as a basis to implement StreamDeck with any of the profiles that have been uploaded to flightsim.to. So let's jump down to the Flight Sim computer, and the first thing you're going to need to download, of course, is Access NOs. If you haven't already purchased it, you can get a demo version and check everything works for nothing. So you can do everything in this video for absolutely nothing. If you've already bought Access NOs and had some problems setting up with StreamDeck, let's go through the steps. So having downloaded and installed Access NOs, you need to come down to the downloads, and I will put links in the show notes below for this one. And you need to download the plugin for the Elgato StreamDeck. So download that. Then go into Access NOs and download this fly-by-wire A320 with Access NOs scripts from Gunzelli, and I'm going to go through setting this up, and I promise you it's a piece of cake. So we'll download those, and we'll download those. I've already done that, and they should be sitting in my downloads folder. So let's have a quick look. So here's the Access NOs StreamDeck plugin. So I'm going to right click on that and extract all, and that's going to go to the same folder. And you can see here, there is the plugin. You just double click it, and when you've double clicked it, if you go to your StreamDeck, you should see there'll all be SI Access NOs, and if we open it up, in there are all the controls that you can manually program. I'm not going to cover that in this video. If anyone wants a video on doing Access NOs and StreamDeck in more detail, so you can do things from scratch, we'll look at that and perhaps marry it up with the other series that's going on at the moment for the Behringer X-Touch Mini. But for now, let's confirm that that's been installed. It is. Next is the A320 plugin from Gunzelli, and we'll extract all. And here you will have the scripts which you need to import into Access NOs. We'll do that first. Launch Access NOs. You must do this as administrator. And we go to scripts, import scripts, and then from the downloads, double click that and import. I'm actually going to re-import these even though I've done it once, so we'll just click import, import finished. You can confirm that those scripts are actually there by going into scripting and go into the script editor, and then you should see the fly-by-wire scripts. There they are, that have just been downloaded and installed from Gunzelli. They all start with a 0. So that's all the A320 fly-by-wire stuff. So I've got my script in Access NOs. And now I just need to set up the StreamDeck, and that's simply done by double clicking each of these StreamDeck profiles. So the fly-by-wire A320, double click that, double click the MCDU base, double click the MCDU ABC, and double click the MCDU 123. Job done. Close those. Open up my StreamDeck now. You will see I have those fly-by-wire profiles already set up. There's the fly-by-wire A320. The first thing I need to do, of course, is put a link from my default page to get me to there. So you go to your default profile, if you have one. My default profile on here is... My default profile is FS 2020, so we'll go on here, and I'm going to create a link in here. So this is a StreamDeck link, so you go to the StreamDeck and you're going to drag the switch profile onto the StreamDeck, and I'm going to switch from this drop down list to the fly-by-wire A320. Be nice to have an icon in there. So from the drop down list here, create icon, no, set icon from file is the one you want, and then from that drop, from those downloads, there's the icon for you. I've got the same icon already being used by the Phoenix, so I'll actually put a title on this, fly-by-wire, and from the drop down under next to the T, I'll put that fly-by-wire at the bottom. Yellow's not standing out too well, so a dark blue. That's easier to read. So when I click the fly-by-wire now, it takes me to the fly-by-wire base, and this flight simulator button at the top here needs to go back to my default profile. My default profile isn't actually called default, it's called FS 2020. There are a couple of other links I've had to put in. So there are a couple of ways of running multiple pages in Access and O's. You can do it as a subset, like if I press the overhead panel here, or if I click on the overhead panel button, you can see there are 14 items in there, and that's a sub page. Go back up. But some of the other ones, like the MCDU down at the bottom right, if I click on that, it's actually going to take me to another profile, and that other profile is MCDU base. So I have to do that. Then if I go into the MCDU base by clicking on it, I'm actually pressing with the physical StreamDeck, and that takes me in. And you see these ABC and 1, 2, 3 buttons, they actually need to go to the ABC, and the 1, 2, 3 from the drop down list goes to the MCDU 1, 2, 3. If you do not see any of those in the list, you obviously haven't installed them properly. Just go back to the download, double click, and they will appear. So I've done those two. Let's press the ABC button, and now you'll see there is a 1, 2, 3. So I need to click on the 1, 2, 3 button and switch that profile to 1, 2, 3. MCDU button, at the moment it's going to go back to the default profile. I don't want it to go back there, I want it to go to the MCDU base. So test both of those. 1, 2, 3 takes me into 1, 2, 3. Oh, I've got some buttons here I've got to set up. ABC needs to go to the MCDU ABC, and the MCDU needs to go to the MCDU base. Did that make sense? I hope so. Test both of those buttons. Press the ABC, takes me back to where I was. Press the 1, 2, 3, I'm into there. MCDU button, does that take me back to the MCDU? It does. This up button, that needs to go back. Now this needs to go back to the fly-by-wire base. So I select the fly-by-wire A320, and there we have it. All of my buttons are now programmed and it's ready for the sim. So I'll pause and we'll come back once the sim's up and running with the fly-by-wire. Okay, so here we are inside the fly-by-wire. It's cold and dark, and just one final step to quickly test. In Access and O's, just check under Tools, you've enabled the web API on port 9080. This is the default port that's used by Access NOs. If you have another application already using port 9080, and it's a bit of a strange one, so I'm not sure that you will have come across this, but if you're one of the weird ones, then if you look at the very start of the documentation for the Access NOs StreamDeck plugin, it tells you how to edit a file. Now, if you have any problems with that and you want some more assistance, if you drop down onto our Discord channel, there's a section in there for the StreamDeck. Just post your question and post your problem in there, and I'll do my best to help you. So for now, we'll just enable that, and it's all working. If I bring my StreamDeck up onto the screen, I know that it's working because I've now got information in here like the QNH and the wind. If it's not communicating, then you won't see that. So a couple of things. You must run Access NOs as administrator. Please remember to do that. And of course, switch on the web API. And this should all now work. So if I was to go to on ground, let's go to the on ground button. That's better. Now I should be able to switch on external power. You see it's available. Switch on external power. Things are firing up. Battery 1 and 2. And the dome light is there. You can see it's off at the moment. Switch the dome light on. Dim, bright. So all of these are now working. I'm not going to go through every single function. You don't want to sit there and watch me set up the fly-by-wire. And now if you just follow those steps, that will work with all of the uploads that are available on the website. So whether you're flying the TBM, the Cessna, whatever aeroplane, if there is a StreamDeck profile on FlightSim.io and it's there for StreamDeck, because there are some other ways of doing it. There's a pilot deck product that someone's released, and there is also I can't remember what it's called, Flight something or other. The ones I concentrate on are the Access NOs. So get the Access NOs plugin, double click it, and that's installed into StreamDeck, and that's available on the Access NOs downloads. Go to the download that you want on FlightSim.io, download the profile. You'll have to import the scripts into Access NOs. Once you've imported the scripts, double click on each of the StreamDeck pages. If there are multiple pages, double click on each of the pages. Make sure the links work within StreamDeck, and if you've got any problems doing that and you need some more in-depth tutorials, please ask the question inside Discord and I'll knock something out for you. So that's it. It's not rocket science, it's dead easy. And this is just implementing the work that's already been done for you. If you want to do your own coding, then why not? Let's do a series on that as well. But if you jump down and look at the series for the Bayringer X-Touch, you'll probably find that very useful as well, because that gets into scripting inside. That's it. Thank you very much for watching. As usual, enjoy your flying and stay safe, and hope to see you again soon. Thanks.